A very good morning, aspirants. Welcome back to our channel MPSC Easy Learning, and this is Advocate Sabira Mistry. In today's lecture, we'll be covering the most important current affair questions from the month of May, which will help you score marks in your current affairs section. Current affair एक ऐसा subject है जो आपको पास करा सकता है इफ यू हैव द राइट स्ट्रैटेजी, और आपको फेल भी करा सकता है इफ योर स्ट्रैटेजी इज नॉट राइट. देयर आर सर्टेन स्ट्रैटेजीज विच आर रॉन्ग, एंड इफ यू आर डूइंग दिस, प्लीज स्टॉप डूइंग इट एज सून एज पॉसिबल. द फर्स्ट बीइंग, आप यूपीएससी, रेलवेज या कोई एसएससी की मैगजीन लेके पढ़ रहे हो. सी, एमपीएससी कंबाइन और राज्य सेवा और यूपीएससी, दे बोथ आर डिफरेंट. इनके सिलेबस चाहे सेम हो, but the depth of asking questions, the pattern of asking questions is different. For example, UPSC focuses on endangered species. That is the reason in UPSC magazine you will find focus on that kind of topics. But MPSC ये topic कभी पूछती ही नहीं है. But people, they study that content and then they go for the paper and then they realize यार paper tough था. No, paper tough नहीं था, आप चीजें गलत पढ़ के गए. फर्स्ट रीजन ये है. और दूसरा रीजन ये होता है कि कोई कोई लोग बोलते हैं कि यूपीएससी का मैगजीन ना सिलेक्टिव पढ़ लो, सिलेक्टिव काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. लेकिन स्टूडेंट्स को ये नहीं पता रहता है सिलेक्टिव मतलब क्या क्या पकड़ना है और क्या छोड़ना है, यही नहीं पता. This is the first reason. The second reason is there are some students who don't even consider current affair as a subject. Okay, they think कि एग्जाम के दिन जाएंगे, करंट अफेयर का पार्ट हम कैसे तो सॉल्व करके आ जाएंगे, कुछ तो करके आ जाएंगे. This is a very wrong approach. Please do not do this. I have always told people, or I have always said this. जैसे चेस में रानी होती है, वैसे ही in your paper for your combined or राज्य सेवा, current affair आपकी रानी है. Why do I say so? In the chess, if you see आपकी रानी कैसी चलती है, she can move ahead, she can move sideways, she can move diagonally and she can also move behind. Current affair से आपका पॉलिटी भी कवर होता है, आपका इकोनॉमिक्स भी कवर होता है, आपका साइंस एंड टेक भी कवर होता है और आपका ज्योग्राफी भी कवर होता है. दैट इज द रीजन दिस वन सब्जेक्ट कवर्स ऑल द अदर सब्जेक्ट, और आपका एक लॉजिक बेस बैठता है कि हाउ कैन यू टैकल द क्वेश्चंस. दिस इज द रीजन करंट अफेयर इज वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट्स इफ यू वांट टू पास योर पेपर. प्लीज फोकस ऑन दिस सब्जेक्ट. इसका परफेक्टली एनालिसिस कीजिए. इन द लेक्चर टुडे आई हैव इवन पुट अप अ पिक्चर ऑफ माय एनालिसिस. आप उसको देख के आप अपना एनालिसिस भी जरूर कीजिए, सो दैट इवन यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस आर आस्क्ड इन द पेपर एंड हाउ डू यू टैकल देम. सो विद दिस लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द लेक्चर. सो दिस इज अ पिक्चर ऑफ माय प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन एनालिसिस ऑफ करंट अफेयर सब्जेक्ट फॉर द ईयर ऑफ 2022. इफ यू सी, मैंने राज्य सेवा प्री कवर किया है, ईयर आई हैव मेंशन. मैंने कंबाइंड प्री कवर किया है, एमपीएससी टेक्निकल, एमपीएससी इंडस्ट्री इंस्पेक्टर, टैक्स असिस्टेंट, एक्साइज एंड क्लर्क टाइपिस्ट, इनके मेंस कवर किए. सो लाइक ओवरऑल इफ यू सी, दिस शुड बी योर पैटर्न फॉर योर एनालिसिस, वे यू एड एक सिंपल वर्ड से आप टैकल कीजिए. ओके, दिस क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड, व्हाट वाज इट बेस्ड ऑन, सो दीज आर द टॉपिक्स इट वाज बेस्ड ऑन. यू कैन टेक इट एज अ रेफरेंस और आप अपना एनालिसिस जरूर कीजिएगा. Also, my current affair yearbook for the year 2022 and monthly current affair PDFs for the year 2023 are also available. If you wish to see a sample, you can text us and we will forward you the same. We are also available on Telegram and on Instagram. And if you see from the current affair PDF, most of the questions have been tackled. है ना, ये हवा की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ मैं. If you want to see the proofs, they are also being put up on the Telegram channel. You can see the same. If you see in your current affairs section, categorically the topics are divided into certain parts. एक है आपके international news, national news, Maharashtra specific news, awards, appointments, है ना. So here I have added about 10 points. In today's lecture, we will be covering the most important questions from these topics. So इससे क्या आपका एक wholesome preparation हो जाएगा for the month of May. The first question for the day is the statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj has been unveiled. इससे ये important हो जाता है where it has been unveiled. It has been unveiled at Mauritius at Maharashtra Bhavan. What is the height of the statue? It is 12 feet. And who is the sculptor? A Delhi-based sculptor. और इसको अनवील किसने किया है? इसको अनवील किया है महाराष्ट्र के डेप्यूटी चीफ मिनिस्टर. व्हाट इज हिज नेम? देवेंद्र फडणवीस जी. These 4 points are important from the perspective of the statue of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Next one, Operation Kaveri was launched by the government of India. So here what you need to know is what was the reason for launching the operation. The reason was to evacuate Indian citizens from Sudan due to increasing violence over there. So here क्या format पे questions आएंगे? Operation Kaveri was launched for what reason? ऐसा. So there the option will be to evacuate its citizens from Sudan. So that will be your answer. एक ब्रीफ रिविजन कर लेते हैं अबाउट ऑपरेशंस इन द प्रीवियस ईयर्स. ऑपरेशन वंदे भारत, जब कोविड-19 पैंडेमिक हुआ था, सो इन ऑर्डर टू ब्रिंग इंडियंस फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड द वंदे भारत ऑपरेशन वाज लॉन्च्ड. ऑपरेशन दोस्त क्यों लॉन्च हुआ था? टू असिस्ट सीरिया एंड टर्की, क्योंकि वहां अर्थक्वेक हुआ था. ऑपरेशन गंगा, जब यूक्रेन का वॉर चालू हुआ था, सो इन ऑर्डर टू ब्रिंग इंडियन नेशनल्स बैक टू इंडिया, ऑपरेशन गंगा वाज लॉन्च्ड. And if you see Operation Karuna, please focus on this operation because this is the most recent one. Okay, Operation Karuna was launched by the government of India to assist Myanmar because it was hit by a cyclone named Mocha. Please focus on this as well, Cyclone Mocha. Okay, Cyclone Mocha अगर पूछा जाए, so who gave this name? This name was given by the country named Yemen. These 2 points are important from this perspective. Next news, COP28. Firstly, what is the full form of COP? It is Conference of Parties. Okay, the 28th COP कहाँ होने वाला है? अबू धाबी. What is the date? From November 30 to December 12. ये दौरान आपका COP28 होने वाला है. And what is the aim? If you see, COP usually focuses on climate change, like how to protect Earth or like global warming. ये उनके topics होते हैं. So here the aim is to achieve stabilization of greenhouse gases and thus reduce global warming. इससे ये important हो जाता है. This can be asked in match the following. When did first COP occur? It occurred in 1995. All right. Where? At Berlin. If you see COP25 किधर हुआ था? Madrid in Spain. COP26 कहाँ हुआ था? Glasgow in UK. And all of us know COP27 कहाँ हुआ था? Sharm el Sheikh in Egypt. So these are certain important points from this news. The next one, Mehengai Rahat Camp. This point is important. Here they can ask you, Mehengai Rahat Camp was launched in which state? So it is the state of Rajasthan. Alright. And why was it launched? It was launched to provide relief to people due to inflation. Also one thing, in this Rahat Camp, the LPG cylinders will be provided to people at ₹500. Under which scheme? Under the scheme of Ujjwala Yojana. And also one reason why this camp was launched was so that welfare schemes reaches the common people. These are certain points which you must keep in your mind. And also one more thing is, Rajasthan has been in news for one more reason. Because it has become the first state to have the right to health or to adopt the right to health. तो ये जरूर ध्यान में रखिएगा. Next one, like I have always told you, wherever you see India's first और ये state ने ये काम किया है for the first time, or this is the first state to take an initiative in regards to something, or this is the first woman to hold a position, that is very important. So India's first pod taxi, ये किधर लॉन्च हुआ है? इट हैज बीन लॉन्च्ड इन द सिटी ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, इन द स्टेट ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश, इन द सिटी ऑफ नोएडा. ओके, हियर व्हाट यू नीड टू नो कि व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली पॉड टैक्सी. पॉड टैक्सी इज एन इलेक्ट्रिक कार विच इज ऑटोनॉमस इन नेचर. ऑटोनॉमस का मतलब क्या है कि ये टैक्सी चलाने आपको ड्राइवर की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. सो विच प्लेसेस इज दिस टैक्सी गोइंग टू रन? इट इज गोइंग टू रन फ्रॉम जेवर एयरपोर्ट टू सेक्टर 21 फिल्म सिटी. ये अप्रोक्सीमेट 12 से 14 किलोमीटर है. Like I have told you, it is autonomous in nature. It doesn't need a driver, and this also helps to reduce air pollution. एंड रिसेंटली इट हैज ऑल्सो बीन इन न्यूज कि इनके फेयर कितने होंगे. सो पर किलोमीटर दे हैव सेड 8 rupees. So that is how the fare is going to be. So here I have a trick for you to remember India's first pod taxi किधर launch हुई है. Pod का rhyming क्या है? Nod. Okay. If I say nod, nod से आपको याद आ जाएगा नोएडा. Pod nod. Nod means नोएडा. नोएडा कहाँ है? All of us know it is at उत्तर प्रदेश. Next one. India's first airport to have a reading lounge. Here I've put up a picture as well. So what exactly is a reading lounge? यहाँ पे एक जगह होगा where people can sit and read. Okay. So which is that airport? It is Varanasi Airport. Varanasi Airport is also known as Lal Bahadur Shastri International Airport. And what kinds of books will you find over there? The books related to literature, international languages, and even about Ayodhya. So all of such books are going to be found at the launch. And where is it? It is at Varanasi. Varanasi exactly airport का नाम क्या है? Lal Bahadur Shastri International Airport. Next one. This has been in news. India's new parliament. तो इससे क्या important हो जाता है कि इसका डिजाइन किसने बनाया है. So the design has been made by Bimal Hasmukh Patel. Okay. और इसको कंस्ट्रक्ट किसने किया है? टाटा ने, टाटा ग्रुप ने इसका कंस्ट्रक्शन किया है. एंड इफ यू सी द कॉस्ट, हाउ मच इज द कॉस्ट? इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेट 861 crore. ये पार्लियामेंट बनाने में से 861 crore खर्चा हुआ है. And it has been developed under which project? It is Central Vista Redevelopment Project. And if you see the current, so if you see currently जो नया पार्लियामेंट है उसमें लोकसभा में कितने सीट्स है? 888. और राज्यसभा में कितने सीट्स है? That is 384. And if you see the new parliament has 3 entrance gates. What are the names of the gates are also important. It is Gyan Dwar, Karma Dwar and Shakti Dwar. ये 3 द्वार से. These are certain important points from the India's new parliament which you have to keep in your mind. The next one, this also has been in news, the Sengol. So here they can ask you it belongs to which empire. Firstly, it belongs to Chola Empire. All of us know that. And what does Sengol mean? It means, it is taken from a Tamil word which means semi. And what does semi mean? Righteousness. It has been crafted by Vumidi Bangaru Chetty. आपको ये नाम भी ध्यान रखना है. And here if you see Nandi stands for Nyay. If you see a picture, this is the picture of Nandi, right? This is how Nandi looks. So it stands for Nyay. The next news is about All India Radio. यूजुअली आकाशवाणी कभी कभी बोलते हैं, उसे रेफर करते हैं, कभी कभी ऑल इंडिया रेफर करते हैं. सो नाउ अ डिसीजन हैज बीन टेकन दैट ऑल इंडिया रेडियो हम नहीं बोलेंगे, इसका नाम अभी रहेगा आकाशवाणी. Okay, and so what was formed in 1936, and what is the motto? The motto is Bahujan Hitaya, Bahujan Sukhaya. These are certain important points which you must keep in your mind. The next one, this is important from sports perspective. This is the Golden Globe race. This news is important from sports perspective. The race is Golden Globe race. Okay, हमें ये पता करना है कौन सा edition था. This was the 3rd edition. When did actually the first Golden Globe race start? कब हुआ था? It started in 1969. और इनके winner कौन थे? The winner was Sir Robin Johnston. And in this race, if you see, the boats which have been designed before 1988 can only be used. Okay, this is something which you must keep in your mind. And why this news is important? Because this is the first time an Indian has completed the race. So इनका नाम क्या है? The name is Naval Commander, retired है. The name is Abhilash Tomy. Here I have put up a picture. And this is also the first time a woman has won this race. And what is her name? Her name is Kirsten Neuschafer. From where does she belong? She belongs from South Africa. Also, one interesting fact over here is, which you must know about this person, Abhilash Tomy, is that he had taken part in the 2nd edition as well. But then his ship got wrecked and that is the reason he suffered injury. तो इनके spine पे actually एक टाइटेनियम का रॉड लगा है, एंड आफ्टर दैट ऑल्सो ही took part in the third edition, and thus he became the first Indian to complete the Golden Globe race. The next news is Laureus Sportsman of the Year award. किसे मिला है? Lionel Messi. And what is the reason? The reason is for his performance in the FIFA 2022. एक थोड़ा सा FIFA का एक brief में एक revision कर लेते हैं. If you see who was the winner? The winner was Argentina. And runner-up कौन थे? Runner-up थे France. Who won the Golden Boot? It is Kylian Mbappe, or however you pronounce it. Golden Globe किसे मिला है? Emiliano Martinez, which was held, and where was FIFA held? It was held at Lusail Stadium. Where is Lusail Stadium? It is located at Qatar. Alright, this is something which you must keep in your mind. FIFA is also a very important topic for prelims, तो आप इसको जरूर डेप्थ में पढ़िएगा. Next news, 82nd Grandmaster of India. So who is that? It is Vupala Pranesh. From which state does he belong? He belongs from Tamil Nadu. अगर आप world perspective से देखते हो, which country has the most grandmasters? The first rank goes to USA. Okay, the second rank goes to Russia, third rank goes to Germany, fourth rank goes to Ukraine, and rank fifth goes to India. So India comes at the fifth place. And if you see from Maharashtra perspective, the most grandmasters are from Tamil Nadu, and the second rank goes to Maharashtra. So here we studied about the 82nd grandmaster. 81st कौन थे? He was Sayantan Das. Okay, from which state does he belong to? He belongs to West Bengal. If they ask who was the first Grandmaster of India, all of us know him. It is Vishwanathan Anand. And the first female Grandmaster was Subaraman Vijayalakshmi. These are certain important points from this news. IPL 2023. Very important. Questions have been asked in papers on IPL 2023. तो ये important हो जाता है कि IPL 2023 को sponsor किसने किया है? So it has been sponsored by Tata. कौन सा edition था? It was the 16th edition. In which stadium was it held? It was held at Motera Stadium, which is also known as Narendra Modi Stadium. Who was the winner? Chennai Super Kings. और रनर अप कौन थे? रनर अप थे गुजरात टाइटंस. ऑरेंज कैप किसे मिला है? ऑरेंज कैप मिला है शुभमन गिल को. Here they can also ask you, Shubman Gill has won the orange cap. Which team does he belong to? He belongs to Gujarat Titans. पर्पल कप किसे मिला है? मोहम्मद शमी को मिला है. एंड मोहम्मद शमी belongs from which team? He belongs from Gujarat Titans. If you see चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स के कैप्टन कौन थे? इनके कैप्टन थे MS धोनी. और गुजरात टाइटंस के कैप्टन कौन थे? गुजरात टाइटंस के कैप्टन थे हार्दिक पांड्या. These are certain important points from IPL 2023. Again a very important news from economics perspective, है ना. बैंक के बाहर आपने लाइन तो देखी होगी, in order to exchange the rupees 2000 note. So from MPSC perspective or from the exam perspective, what you must know is कौन से पॉलिसी के अंडर it has been withdrawn. It has been withdrawn under the clean note policy of 1999. Also, one thing which I wanted you to know, here I specifically used the word withdrawn. Okay, it is not demonetized, it is withdrawn. Demonetized का मतलब क्या हो जाता है कि जब ये न्यूज आ गई, और we'll speak in a layman language, कि जब ये न्यूज आ गई है तब से वो नोट ही बंद हो गया. You can't use it anywhere. But withdrawn क्या है? आपको एक डेट दिया रहता है ना, एक डेडलाइन दिया रहता है. Till that date you can exchange and you can use your money. So this is a basic difference which you must keep in your mind. What is the color of the note? It is magenta. And here if you see this, a mission a picture has been put up. So ये mission का नाम क्या है? मंगलयान mission, which is also known as mission MOM, मॉम बोला जाता है, which is Mars Orbiter mission. They can ask you this question as well कि rupees 2000 के नोट पे there is a mission का picture. तो that what is the name of the mission? It is Mangalyaan mission, which was India's first interplanetary mission. What is the height of the note? they can ask you the height because जब नया coin आया था they had even asked the radius and diameter of that coin. So please keep this in your mind. The height is 66 millimeter and what is the width? It is 166 millimeter. Also when demonetization हुआ था इस पे एटलीस्ट 3 बार क्वेश्चन आया है कि on which date has the note been demonetized. Okay, here so with that perspective you need to know on which date has rupees 2000 note been withdrawn. It has been withdrawn on 19th of May 2023. So here I have a trick for you. Okay, ये 2000 नोट मत पकड़िए, जस्ट कंसिडर इट 20. अगर आप कोई दुकान में जाते हैं और आपको कोई चीज महंगी लगती है तो आप क्या बोलते हो, भैया जी फॉर एग्जाम्पल मुझे वो 20 की चीज मुझे महंगी लग रही है एंड आई से कि भैया जी मुझे 20 में नहीं मुझे 19 में दो, 19 में दो. और इफ आई से इट इन इंग्लिश, प्लीज मुझे 20 का मुझे ज्यादा महंगा लग रहा है, गिव मी इट इन 19 में दो मुझे, 19 में 2023, 20 में नहीं मुझे 19 में दो. सो 19 में 2023 इज द डेट ऑफ विड्रॉवल ऑफ रुपीज 2000 नोट. और लीगल टेंडर कब तक है, मतलब डेडलाइन कब तक है, वो है आपका 30 सितंबर 2023. Please keep this points in your mind. This is a very important news. Next one. अगेन जब भी यूपीएससी के नए चेयरमैन का अपॉइंटमेंट होता है एमपीएससी ऑलवेज आस्क्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑन दिस. सो हु इज द न्यू चेयरमैन हु हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड? इट इज मनोज सोनी. इनके पहले कौन थे? इनके पहले थे प्रदीप कुमार जोशी. हु एंड इफ यू सी फ्रॉम यूपीएससी पर्सपेक्टिव, हु वाज द फर्स्ट चेयरमैन? द फर्स्ट चेयरमैन वाज रॉस बार्कर. Here I have mentioned it. And who was the first female chairman? The first female chairman was Rose Bathu. And if they ask you कि which rank is it, so ये मनोज सोनी जी बन गए हैं 33rd chairman of UPSC. In case they do ask, so with this let's revise a little bit of polity from UPSC perspective. What is the article of UPSC and which part? All of us know it is article 315 to 323. Which part is it? It is part 14. I'll mention it over here. 315 to 323, part 14. Appointment कौन करते हैं इनके? इनके appointment करते हैं president and not the prime minister. Do not get confused. Okay, it is the president. Tenure कितना होता है? Like till how long will that person be in that position? It is either 6 years or 65 years, whichever is earlier. और composition कौन decide करते हैं कि कितने members होंगे? That can be decided by the president, but usually 9 to 11 members होते हैं. One more point which is always asked, क्या यूपीएससी members की reappointment होती है? So no, यूपीएससी members की reappointment in the same position नहीं होती. And jurisdiction कौन decide करता है? Jurisdiction can be decided by an act of पार्लियामेंट. दीज आर सर्टेन पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम स्टैटिक. आपका जो जीएस है हमने ये लिंक किया आपके करंट अफेयर के साथ. सो ऑलवेज लिंक योर सब्जेक्ट्स. तो आपका जब आप करंट अफेयर पढ़ रहे हो आपका उसके साथ आपका जीएस का भी रिवीजन होते चल रहा है. The next news is the first CEO of LIC. इनका नाम क्या है? इनका नाम है सुमित मोहंती. Here a very basic question will be asked that who is the first CEO of LIC. But I have also put up 2 more points in case you want to read it. And when was LIC established? It was established on 1st September 1956. और इनके हेडक्वार्टर कहाँ है? इनके हेडक्वार्टर है मुंबई में. आप सिर्फ नाम ध्यान में रखिएगा कि who is the first CEO of LIC? It is Sumit Mohanty. The next news, the new president of World Bank. Again a very important question. MPSC has asked question on this जब नए president World Bank के appoint हुए थे. So currently it is important because this person is from an Indian origin. इनका नाम क्या है? अजय बांगा. So अजय बांगा जी has become the new president of World Bank. इनके पहले कौन थे? Who was the preceding one? The preceding one was David Malpass. And also World Bank established कब हुआ था? इन विच ईयर? द ईयर इज 1944. और हमेशा आपके पेपर में हेडक्वार्टर्स पूछते हैं. सो हेडक्वार्टर इज वॉशिंगटन. वेयर इज वॉशिंगटन? इन यूएसए. एंड इफ वी सी अजय बांगा जी belongs like his birthplace is Pune. If you want to keep in your mind, they can also ask a question on this. Next news, chairperson of CCI. What is the full form of CCI? Competition Commission of India. So what is her name? Her name is Ravneet Kaur. This news is very important because she has become the first female to hold this position on a full time basis. तो ये न्यूज काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है बिकॉज आई टोल्ड यू फर्स्ट वुमेन है तो काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके पेपर के लिए. एंड व्हाट इज द टेन्योर? इट इज 5 years or 65 years. She has replaced whom? She has replaced Sangeeta Verma. And when was CCI, that is Competition Commission, established? It was established on 14th October 2003. Next news, again very important, the Director General of CBI. So what is his name? His name is Praveen Sood. He is the new Director General of CBI. इनके पहले कौन थे? इनके पहले थे सुबोध कुमार जायसवाल. एंड लाइक वी सो यूपीएससी चेयरमैन का रैंक क्या था? 33rd. लाइकवाइज जो करंट डायरेक्टर जनरल है सीबीआई के, इनका भी रैंक 33rd है. सो ही हैज बिकम द 33rd Director General of CBI. And what is the motto of CBI? It is industry, impartiality and integrity. Here again a basic question will be asked that who is the current Director General of CBI? So his name is Praveen Sood. You have to keep his name in your mind. Next news, Ambassador of Tripura Tourism. So who has been appointed as the Ambassador of Tourism of Tripura Tourism? It is Saurav Ganguly. See, ambassadors जब अपॉइंट किए जाते हैं ऑफ अ स्टेट काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाता है बिकॉज रिसेंटली ऑल्सो वन क्वेश्चन वाज आस्क्ड फ्रॉम संजय दत्त, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, दैट ही हैज बीन अपॉइंटेड एज द ambassador of a particular state. So Rajya Seva had asked a question on that. Here I've put up a question. Who has been appointed as the Friendship Ambassador of Switzerland Tourism? This is a very important question. ये question आप जरूर Google पे देखिए and do let me know the answers in the comment section. Next one, International Booker Prize. Very 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 important. International Booker हुआ, साहित्य अकादमी हुआ, all of these awards are extremely important. इस वो पर्सपेक्टिव से ये न्यूज काफी इंपॉर्टेंट हो जाती है. So who has won the International Booker Prize of 2023? His name is Georgy Gospodinov. Okay, Georgy Gospodinov. With this, so Georgy Gospodinov has become the first Bulgarian author to win an International Booker Prize. You have to keep this name in your mind. What is the book's name? The book's name is Time Shelter. Okay? और ये ट्रांसलेट किसने किया था? ये ट्रांसलेट किया था एंजेला रॉडेल ने. And if they ask you what is the book about, the book is about Alzheimer's. प्राइज मनी या अवार्ड का प्राइज मनी कितना है? इट इज 50,000 pounds. जो ट्रांसलेटर और ऑथर ये दोनों में 50-50 बट जाता है. ये कब से आया था? ये जो बटने वाला सिस्टम है ये आया था 2016 से. That both author and the translator will receive a prize and an amount. If they ask you from 2022 perspective, because this also was a news, so 2022 में who had won the International Booker Prize? It was won by Gitanjali Shri. Okay, this is the name of the author. And if they ask you translator कौन थे? इनके translator थे Daisy Rockwell. What was the book's name? The book's name was Reth Samadhi. And if they ask you वो जो translate किया हुआ इंग्लिश में बुक था वो बुक का नाम क्या था? The book was translated and that time the name was Tomb of Sand. These are certain points which you must keep in your mind. Next one, from eco perspective ये important है in regards to schemes. महिला समान सेविंग्स स्कीम या कभी कभी महिला बचत स्कीम ऐसा भी है वो न्यूज में. So this scheme has been launched for whom? It has been launched for girls and women, not for men. इंटरेस्ट रेट कितना है 7.5%, विच इज अ गुड अमाउंट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट रेट. अगर आप करंटली SBI या है ना स्टेट बैंक जो देखते हो आप, वहां पे करंटली इट इज 6.80 इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग फॉर 2 years. दे आर गिविंग यू 7.50%. सो इन दिस स्कीम मिनिमम कितना आप इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, इट इज 1,000 और मैक्सिमम है 2 lakhs. और ये कितना लंबा स्कीम है, लाइक द मेच्योरिटी टाइम इट इज 2 years. Okay, the tenure is 2 years. And one reason why the scheme was in news was कि अगर आपका इंटरेस्ट 40,000 एक्सीड करता है तो आपका TDS कटेगा. अगर 40,000 आपका इंटरेस्ट नहीं एक्सीड करता है तो आपको TDS नहीं लगेगा. सो दीज आर सर्टेन इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स फ्रॉम महिला सेविंग्स स्कीम. नेक्स्ट, बुक्स एंड ऑथर. कभी कभी बुक्स एंड ऑथर पे भी क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं. सो आई एडेड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट बुक्स फ्रॉम द मंथ ऑफ May which have been in news. The first one is Collective Spirit Concrete Action. अगर ये बुक पूछा जाए, so who is the author of this book? That is Shashi Shekhar Vempati. Shashi Shekhar Vempati, and he was the former, if I'm not wrong, chairman of Prasar Bharati as well. What is this book about? This book covers various arenas. First is it talks about Mann Ki Baat, जो प्राइम मिनिस्टर का जो इनिशिएटिव था. It talks about that. It talks about sports. It talks about farmers. It talks about politics. So it touches various arenas of subjects. Here, one thing I want you to answer in the comment boxes. मन की बात जो इनिशिएटिव है उनके कितने एपिसोड्स खत्म हुए हैं? This has been in news, so please let me know in the comment section. And the trick, okay, the trick to remember the author's name with the book is, अगर जब कंस्ट्रक्शन होती है ना, तो पहले ऐसे क्या पट्टियां लगाई जाती है, फिर कंक्रीट लगाते हैं, बराबर. सो whenever you listen or you see in the paper concrete action, कंक्रीट से आप पट्टी याद रखोगे. पट्टी लगाते हैं, उसके बाद कंक्रीट लगाते हैं, उसके बाद आपका घर बनता है. पट्टी के ऊपर कंक्रीट. Just keep that in your mind. Whenever there is collective spirit concrete action, who is the author? Shashi Shekhar Vempati. Okay. The next one is My Life as a Comrade. Again, a very important book, and this lady also has been in news for some reason. So, My Life as a Comrade, अगर पूछा गया, so who is the author? The author is K.K. Shailaja. What is it based on? It is based on her life and what difficulties she faced to reach the position which she is at. So, K.K. Shailaja ji was the health minister of Kerala. जब कोविड हुआ था ना, तब ये वहाँ की हेल्थ मिनिस्टर थी. सो शी मेड अ लॉट ऑफ एफर्ट्स इन दिस फील्ड. दैट इज द रीजन शी हैज बीन इन न्यूज. एंड अनदर रीजन व्हाई शी हैज बीन इन न्यूज इज, द सेकंड रीजन इज कि इन्होंने ना रैमन मैग्सेसे अवार्ड रिजेक्ट किया था. Because Raman, it is said she belongs to Communist Party of Kerala, है ना. And Raman Magsaysay has a history of torturing might be a very heavy word, but of troubling the communists. That is the reason she politely declined the Raman Magsaysay award. इन पे question भी आया है that who has recently declined the Raman Magsaysay award. So if it comes for your paper, it is K.K. Shailaja firstly, and if they ask you from which state, तो ये है केरला से. एंड इफ दे आस्क यू बुक, इनका बुक आया है तो इनका नाम क्या है? सो इट इज माय लाइफ एज अ कॉमरेड. नेक्स्ट बुक इज रस्किन बॉन्ड. इफ यू आर अ वोराशियस रीडर, आई एम श्योर इनका बुक आपके है ना शेल्फ में होगा, बिकॉज आई हैव हिज बुक्स. सो इनका एक बुक आया है. द बुक्स नेम इज द गोल्डन ईयर्स, many joys of living a long good life. What is this based on? It is based on overall the meaning of life, how you should live your life. So this book has been written by Ruskin Bond. Here I have a trick for you. Whenever you see the golden years, है ना, gold, इनका सरनेम क्या है? Bond, right? It is a very basic trick. हम gold के bonds बनाते हैं, बराबर. So whenever you see the golden years और गुड लाइफ, गोल्ड जहां पे दिखा, आपको तुरंत क्लिक होना चाहिए कि मैंने आपको बोला था गोल्ड बॉन्ड बनाते हैं, तो गोल्ड से बॉन्ड, रस्किन बॉन्ड. सब महाराष्ट्र स्पेसिफिक न्यूज. 29th महानगर पालिका ऑफ महाराष्ट्र. So which district has become the 29th Mahanagar Palika of Maharashtra? It is the district of Jalna. Here I've put up a picture. Here is your Jalna. Okay. If they ask you 28th कौन सा था, तो 28th था आपका इचलकरंजी. अगर 27th पूछा जाए, 27th कौन सा था, तो वो है आपका पनवेल. These are certain points which you must keep in your mind. और इन पे 29th पे already question आया है. We'll see certain important points about Maharashtra's physiography system, and ये ना topic already depth पे channel पे cover किया है by Sudhanshu sir. So the playlist has been uploaded. If you want to see it in depth, please go watch that. Firstly, when was Maharashtra formed? आप सबको ये पता होना चाहिए. It is very important. Maharashtra was formed on 1st May 1960. So जब 1916 में फॉर्म हुआ था, तभी कितने डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स थे? तभी थे 26 districts were there. And currently if you see how many districts are there, it is 36. 26 से 36, 10 इंक्रीज हुए हैं. Okay. If you see 1960 तालुकास कितने थे? तालुकास थे 229. And currently कितने तालुकास है महाराष्ट्र में? It is 358. Okay. If you see divisions, in 1960 4 डिविजन थे, अभी कितने हैं? अभी है 6. This should be on the tip of your tongue. अगर रात को भी उठ के पूछा जाए, you should be knowing the answer for this because this is very basic. Total area of Maharashtra in square kilometer कितना है? 307713 square kilometer. Coast line कितनी है? जो हम किनार पट्टी बोलते हैं, कितनी है वो? That is 720 kilometer. If you see north south extent कितना है? It is 720. And if you see east west, it is 800. कहीं कहीं पे 850 भी दिया है, तो आप 800 850 जो आपके ऑप्शन में दिखे प्लीज टिक करके आ जाइएगा. And recently the type of questions MPSC has been asking is like they can give you in a statement format that the north south extent of Maharashtra is greater than the east-west extent of Maharashtra. Is this true? No, it is not true because north south is 720 और east west का कितना है? वो है आपका 800. So no, the north south is not greater than east west. East west आपका बड़ा है north south से. Here I found some MCQs which have been asked previously. So as a revision, I put it up. The geographical area of Maharashtra state is 307713. Like I told you, ये आपके tip of tongue होना चाहिए because इस पे questions 110% आते हैं. The next one is ये question आया था राज्य सेवा के prelims में 2021. This was the first question in my set. ये पहला question था ये. And the question asked was, the state of Maharashtra with Mumbai was established on 1st May 1960. How many districts and talukas were there in newly created Maharashtra state? ये अभी हमने just पढ़ा है. 1960 में कितने districts थे? मैंने बोला था 26. So 26 districts were in 1960. And if they ask you how many talukas 229. Okay. So A 26 districts. एंड तालुकास कितने? 229. योर ऑप्शन ए और डी. ए और डी कहाँ पे है आपका? आपका है यहाँ पे ए और डी. गोविंद स्वरूप भटनागर लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड. दिस अवार्ड इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र स्पेसिफिक न्यूज है ना, तो ये अवार्ड काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. द रीजन वाई, क्योंकि अवार्ड स्टार्ट हुआ था 2022 में एंड प्रोफेसर जयंत नार्लिकर, इफ यू सी, ही इज द फर्स्ट पर्सन टू रिसीव द अवार्ड. तो ये अवार्ड काफी इंपॉर्टेंट है. सो द गोविंद स्वरूप भटनागर लाइफ टाइम अचीवमेंट अवार्ड, who is the winner of this award? The winner is Professor Jayant Narlikar. And if you see the reason, what is the reason why this award has been given? This award recognizes the contribution for people in astronomy and astrophysics. So ये दो reason के लिए award दिया जाता है. And Professor Jayant Narlikar has played a big role in the contribution for these two subjects. When was this award started? Like I told you, in 2022. And birth place कहाँ है? ये है महाराष्ट्र से, कोल्हापुर. He has also won Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. Please keep this in your mind. ये महाराष्ट्र perspective से बहुत important हो जाता है. And in the comment section, I received one comment by one of our subscribers in order to include defense exercises also in the lecture. So this is one defense exercise which has been in news, that is Samudra Shakti exercise. So यहाँ ये important हो जाता है, in between which two countries. So this was the fourth edition. Edition important नहीं है, you just need to know between which two countries. It is India and Indonesia. So Samudra Shakti defense exercise was held between India and Indonesia. So like I've told you, if you have any comments, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely incorporate them in the lectures. This also forms a very important part from current affair news. Days and themes. If you see, यहाँ से भी questions आते हैं. They give you a day. They ask you कब मनाया जाता है. Or if you say Yoga Day, when is it celebrated? Or if they can also ask you Human Rights Day, when is it celebrated? 10 December. What is the theme? So these kind of questions also have also been asked. But if you see, days ना बहुत सारे होते हैं month में. So these are the selective ones which I found them important, so I have added them up. The first one is Maharashtra Day कब मनाया जाता है? Formation Day, like we saw from geography perspective, ये मनाया जाता है 1st May को. 2nd May, or when is Asthma Day celebrated? Asthma Day is celebrated on the 2nd of May. And here one thing is, usually हम ना asthma बोलते हैं. To be frank, even I used to say asthma only, but the correct pronunciation is asthma. Okay, so Asthma Day, when do we celebrate? It is celebrated on the 2nd of May. What is the theme? The theme was Asthma Care for All. An important news, World Press Freedom Day. When is it celebrated? It is celebrated on the 3rd of May. And what is the theme? The theme is Shaping a Future of Rights. Freedom of expression as a driver for all other human rights. National Technology Day हम कब मनाते हैं? वो मनाते हैं हम 11th of May. What is the theme? The theme is School to Startups, Igniting Young Minds to Innovate. This was the theme for National Technology Day. If we see International Nurse Day हम कब मनाते हैं? वो हम मनाते हैं 12th of May पे. And what is the theme? The theme is Our Nurse, Our Future. And if they ask you International Day of United Nations Peacekeepers, when is this celebrated? This is celebrated on the 29th of May. This is an important one. When and what is the theme of it? The theme is Peace Begins with Me. Anti-Tobacco Day. वो कब मनाते हैं हम? वो हम मनाते हैं 31st May को. And what is the theme? The theme is We Need Food, Not Tobacco. Here I have a note for you. Please note that this has been asked, if I'm not wrong, in tax assistant mains. तो ये already पूछा गया है. So this is an important part from days and themes. I hope you have liked today's lecture, and if you have any constructive suggestion, demands or doubts, do let us know in the comment section. We will definitely look into it. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great day ahead. Jai Hind.